Day. So today's National Take a Hike Day. There are a few fun facts on the screen, but I love hiking, so I thought this was a perfect day to talk about. If you love hiking, what's the best hike you've ever been on? Maybe if you don't love hiking, just what's the best hike? Moses went to Sequoia back in like earlier this year. Wow, that sounds awesome. I have not been able to do Sequoia yet. That sounds really cool. Amazing. Hikes in Yosemite for sure. My first and last hike was 2 years ago. I hear you. That's awesome. Griffith Park for sure. Walking the Expo. Yep, that can be a hike, definitely. Go hiking every week, at least once with family. Wow, that sounds so nice. That sounds amazing. Awesome. Any other hikes out there? Any other hikes? My last hike was in 5th grade. Yeah, I hear that. Know that. Hiking is pretty fun. Hiking, the definition of hiking technically is walking anywhere. So, big day. I go hiking each weekend super early and it's worth not sleeping in. Wow, that's a big statement for a teenager or for literally anyone, is that it's worth not sleeping in for, because I love sleeping. But that sounds amazing. Awesome. So a few fun facts related to hiking. First of all, today it is free to go hiking in any national park, which is very upsetting that we're all working. But anyways, the 3 of the top 10 highest waterfalls in the world are in California. So we are super close to them, which is really cool. 30% of the top of the biggest waterfalls. And then I also found out, if you've been to Sequoia, that a giant sequoia tree fell and they blocked the road in 1937. And in 1937, they didn't have those big cranes like we have building in downtown Los Angeles. And so they just decided that they were going to cut a hole through it. And so that's what you see in this picture here down in the corner. They just created a tunnel that went through it because the tree was 275 feet tall and it just fell over in the ground. So pretty wild. And then you can see they made another one. This is kind of an old timey picture, but they made another one that went through a tree. I think that was more for tourism-y type stuff. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can hike to the store. You can hike to Chick-fil-A. I've been wanting to go to Mulholland Trails first. Yeah, me too. That sounds cool, Miss Flores. From the valley to the beach. Wow, that would be a long hike. Yeah, amazing. Cool. Sounds like we got some good hikers around here. If you are someone who needs to take attendance, please do so. I also wanted to have a special shout out to Roxana M. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Roxana. And then happy early birthday to Josh Liza. It's his birthday tomorrow. So you can wish them a happy birthday today or tomorrow, depends. So thank you guys for jumping in. I was mentioning earlier, I am able to see how long you are on my Zoom call, and so many of you are here for the whole time, every single time. And I just wanted to say thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I also appreciate those people who email me to let me know that you can't be here the whole time. So appreciate you. Just wanted to say that before we move on today. All right. We have 2 items on our agenda today. A few of you guys asked me for a tracker form, and I thought, wow, it's the middle of the semester. That would be an amazing idea. We should jump in and see what assignments are there. So I have a tracker form for you. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the chat right here. So you can go ahead and fill out that form. You'll know you're in the right place because there's a cow picture on it. Has a fun fact about cows. So I'm going to be quiet for about 5 minutes for you guys to be able to fill out that form. And then I will come back and explain what we're going to do today. So I'm going to go ahead and put myself on mute. You're going to work on that form, and then I will bring us back. Okay. If you find your name in the blue section, that means that you need to work on assignment 13. That is something that's missing from your grade book. It doesn't mean that you haven't done 14 or 15 or 14 or 15. It just means you need to do 13. So in this workshop, you'll see these are the people who need to work on number 13 today. If you are in yellow, you need to work on assignment 14. Doesn't mean that you haven't turned in other things, but you do need to turn in 14. If you see your name in purple, you need to work on assignment 15. Okay, so assignment 15 here. If you are one of the many people in green, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've turned in 13, 14, and 15. And so your job today is to work on assignment 16, which is where we're going to take all of the things we've learned from 13, 14, and 15. We're going to combine them together. Okay, so nobody should be working on 16 if they haven't done 13, 14, or 15, because 16 is not going to make any sense if you haven't done those other ones before. Okay, so if you see your name in green, you're working on assignment 16. Assignment 16, you're going to be my self-paced group. Okay, self-paced group. So if you're in 13, you might be with me or Ms. Flores. If you're in 14, you're going to be with one of my TAs. And if you're in 15, you're going to be with my other TA. We in 13, 14, and 15 are going to walk through the assignment with you, because your job by the end of the day is to turn in either 13, 14, 15, or 16. Okay, so you're going to get 10 points for filling out the tracker. And I'm seeing that we're at already 62 people have turned in the tracker. So every one of those 62 people will be getting those 10 points. And then you'll get 20 points for turning in an assignment, either 13, 14, 15, or 16. 13, 14, 15, or 16. So I'll put this guy back up here. Elizabeth, I'm super sorry. I think I missed you. Just double check if you've done 13, 14, or 15. My guess is that you are in 16. That's my fault. If you are in 16, for my 16 people, I've recorded a full-length video to do a walkthrough with you so you know exactly what to do. I just basically pre-recorded the workshop for you because you guys have proven that you know what you're about. You've done 13, 14, and 15. So you're gonna go through the walkthrough and watch the video. The assignment looks like this. For my 16 people, this is your video explanation right here. You're gonna watch the video explanation first, and then you're gonna work on the assignment, okay? If you're in 16, you are gonna stick around. You'll be in your own breakout rooms, so you can work with your teams if you need to, okay? Are there any other questions? What I do not want to see, what I really, really, really do not want to see is for you to go to your breakout rooms and then just ditch. That's not what this time is for, okay? So if you're in a breakout room for 13, 14, or 15, you're following along with the person that's going through it for you. And then if you are in 16, you're watching the video and you're chatting with the people who are in your small group, okay? So I don't want to be hearing a lot of like ding, 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 all these people are logging off. That's not what this time is for. Any other questions? For assignment 16, do I recommend doing it on paper or on the doc? I would recommend doing the graphing portion, the screenshot portion on the document, and then the writing portion on paper, and then taking a picture to put it on paper, to put it onto the document. That was a great question. Okay. All right, team. I'm going to go ahead and open these rooms. If you see a breakout option, you should select it now. Go ahead and select it. Awesome. If you did not get a breakout room, it's probably because you're on my 13 list. You're staying with me. Sweet. Hello, everyone. Alejandra, you should have gotten, yeah, Josh, I don't know for what reason, but it doesn't seem to be working, but here we go. So Josh, you need to go to 14. I'll send you there. Ale, Ale Gomez, I know you didn't get one. That's annoying. Sweet Ale, I'm going to send you to one of my 16s. You can go ahead and head there now. All right, Subin, I got you. Amazing. Ozzy, I got you. Amazing. Brian, I got you. Amazing. Jessica, I got you. You're staying with me. Amazing. Chelsea, staying with me. Amazing. Elizabeth P, staying with me. Awesome. Brandon, you should be in, I think, a breakout room. You should see Brandon, you should head to your breakout room. Adrian, you should head to your breakout room. Alan, your breakout room's bugging out. That's weird. Which breakout room is it, Alan? Oh yeah, you might be alone because everyone from your breakout room might, everyone in your breakout room might be like at another session. So you might just be chilling by yourself doing assignment 16. Alan, you're just gonna click on the bottom row of your Zoom. You should see something that says breakout rooms and just click that. Nice, you got it. All right, my friends. Nick, where should you be? Nick, you should be in assignment 16. Do you want to jump into your breakout room? You can click on the bottom. First breakout room. Cool. Okay, for people that are here for me for 13, if you're not here for 13, go ahead and message me whatever question you have, which is why you're here. Otherwise, we're going to jump into assignment 13. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up here so that we have it. And then we will jump in. Can you tell me, are you on the notes portion? So if you're here with me for 13, you can, I'm going to change this to private. So you're just messaging me. Can you privately message me? Are you on the notes section? Like you haven't done anything yet? Are you on part 1 or are you on part 2 or 3? You tell me which part you're on. I'm going to go to the real assignment 13. Awesome, Stephen. Sounds good. Awesome, Elizabeth. Sounds good. Just on part 2. Cool. Okay, I know that I've worked with you guys on this document before, so I think we all have it. But if you need the document, we are going to jump in here. Okay, so I'm actually going to have a skip. Since you're doing this with me, I'm going to have a skip the notes. So if you're on the notes right now, that's fine, but you don't need to watch the video. I want you to put the word Eskimo. I'm going to have you put that word Eskimo into your notes section, and that's how I'll know that you were listening to me when I said this. And so you're going to get excused from the notes. So if you put the word Eskimo in this box right here, that will be great. Okay. All right. For part 1, what we need to do is we need to find the solutions. Okay, so I'm going to make this a little bigger. Actually, I can do that by just doing like this. Come on, little dude. Wow, my computer is tripping out. All right. So you should see part 1 looks like this. So what we need to do in order to get our solutions, is we just need to change the sign that we see. So it says x plus 6. So this x, I'm going to go ahead and double click here, and I'm going to type -6 because it is the opposite. Okay, computer, stop freaking out. There we go. It is the opposite of what it says there. So x plus 6 would be -6, like this. And then x minus 3 would be the opposite, which is 3, like this. Right, so our first answer for this first one would be -6 and +3. Okay. I saw a few of you guys just pop in here. If you need me, go ahead and send me a message. Here's what I would love to do in order to work with you guys today. If you could go ahead and just get me the shareable link, get the shareable link to your document and post it in the private chat. Post it in the private chat so I can like see your document as we're going today. That would be super duper helpful for me. So Susan, Elizabeth, Jessica. Yeah, so Brandon, you should have a breakout room option. You're gonna go on the bottom, it says breakout room. You're gonna click that and go to that breakout room to work on 16. Thank you, Elizabeth, for sending me your link. Thanks, Jess, for sending me your link. Jess, I don't have access. If you could give me the shared access, that'd be great. All right. So if I'm working on this next one, it says x minus 2. So the opposite of negative 2 would be positive 2. This solution would be positive 2. Since this says minus 10, the opposite of this one would be positive 10, like that. Thank you, Jess. I got it. All right. Brian, if you're with me, go ahead and send me your link for assignment 3 or 13. Chelsea, if you're with me, send me your link for assignment 13. Subin, if you're with me, go ahead and send me your link for assignment 13, please. Ozzy, if you're with me, please send me that link. Appreciate you. Thanks, Brian. Subin, thank you. If you could go ahead and privately chat me your link, Subin, that'd be super helpful. So I don't have to click into my email. Appreciate that. Thanks, Subin. Okay, so when we see something like this, it says 2x plus 8. So if you can imagine, when we're here, we really have 2x plus 8 sort of like equals 0, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this positive 8 and I'm going to move it to the other side by making it negative 8 on the other side, right? And then I need to divide. I have 2 x's equals negative 8. So I need to divide by 2 on this side, which means I need to divide this one by 2 as well. So this would turn into negative 4. So that first one is going to be negative 4. And the second one is going to be from the x plus 1. So that would just be positive 1, like that. So my next answer would be negative 4 and positive 1, like that. So when I think about this part here, I have 5x plus 6 equals 0. I'm again going to take, this is positive 6, so the opposite of that is minus 6. So I'm going to take it away from here, minus 6. And then I need to divide by 5. So I'm going to divide by 5 here and divide by 5 here. I could get the decimal version of this if I wanted, or I can actually just leave negative 6 over 5 as my answer there. Negative 6 over 5 as my answer there. Mhm. Go ahead and think about what this one would be if I was starting with 4x minus 3. 4x minus 3. Ozzy and Subin, thank you for sending me those direct links. I appreciate that. Hi, Melissa. Melissa, we are in groups based on what assignments we need to work on. Melissa, I think you are in, let me double check here. You're in assignment 15, so I'm going to send you to assignment 15's room so you can work on that. I'll also send you the 2 links here. One moment. All right, there's that link. All right. All right. What did you get for, if I have 4x minus 3, what would be the next solution here? I'm going to move that positive 3 over, and then I need to divide by the 4 because I don't want it to be 4x. So I would have 3 over 4. 3 over 4. 3 dash 4. Wait for it, wait for it. Well, that's being annoying. Go ahead and try these next ones while I catch up my computer here. Well, there's all, not 33 over 4. Let's see. 3 over 4. Like that. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my camera and see if I can get my computer to work a little bit better. All right. So for this next one, as you guys can imagine, I'm going to move that 7 over. So it's negative 7, and then divide by 2. So negative 7 over 2. For this one here, I have positive 3. I'm going to move it over, negative 3 divided by 2. All right. All right, for this next one, I see 6x, and I know that 6x equals 0. So I'm thinking here, okay, I have 6x equals 0. I'm going to divide by 6 on both sides. So 0 divided by 6, that would give me 0. And then I have x minus 13. The opposite of that would be positive 13. All right. Same, a lot of correct answers here. Go ahead, if you are honors, you're going to go ahead and continue working through these. If you are on track, you're working on 9, so you need 3 more. If you're star, 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 you are done. We have all of those star, star, stars. I'm going to give us 3 minutes to work through. 3 minutes to work through these next pieces here. Great job, Brian. You're doing great. Elizabeth, don't forget this is going to be negative 5 because you have to move the 25 is going to be the opposite. So negative 25 divided by 5. Welcome. Good job, Ozzy. Keep going. Working on this one next. Move that 25 over. So negative 25 divided by 5. Subin, did we lose you? Your page just might still be loading as well. Hi, Grace and Jennifer. Did you guys get kicked out of your breakout room? Nice, Subin. So you're working on this next one here. All right. You guys are looking great for part 1. So thank you to everybody who has shared their document with me. I'm going to go ahead and move us to part 2 because I want us to get a few examples completed before the end of our time together today. So I'm going to start with number 1. Right? Number 1. So the first thing that I need to do is I need to be able to turn this equation into its parenthesis mode, right? Into its parenthesis mode. So what I need is to be able to create like 2 parentheses that have, basically I need to put it in this format where it has like the parentheses version, but I need to turn this equation into parentheses. So a few of you guys were asking me like, how do I make the equations? And what you do is you go to insert here, and then you go to equation, and then you can type whatever you need to as an equation. So for this first one, I'm gonna go ahead and backspace, go to insert, equation. All right, so I'm gonna type 2 parentheses like this. And I know they're both going to have n's in them because it starts with n squared. And then I need to think of a number that multiplies to get 5, always multiplies to get the last number, and adds to get 6. So I need 2 numbers that multiply to get 5, add to get 6. Can anybody think of those numbers? Multiplying to get 5, adding to get 6. Awesome. Yeah, 5 and 1, right? So 5 and 1 will multiply to get 6, right? I'm sorry, multiply to get 5, 5 times 1. And then when I add them, 5 plus 1, I get 6. So this would be n plus 1 and n plus 5. So 5 times 1 would be 5, and 5 plus 1 would be 6. So my 2 solutions, right? My 2 solutions from this group here are going to be -1, the opposite, and -5, the opposite of this one, right? So -1 from the first one and -5 from the second one. So what's the sum of these solutions? The word sum means to add them together, right? So the word sum means to add them together. So when I add -1 and -5, I get -6. And I'm going to double check that my answer is in the green section here, which it is, -6. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight it. You can cross it out if you want. You could delete it if you want, whatever you want to do. right? So my first step is to get it into this format here. Then I'm going to switch the solutions, and then I'm going to do what it says over here and check my answers. If you see that it is blue, you'll notice that when you click on it, you can see a video. That means that I have done a video for number 2, for number 8 here, for number 6 here, and for number 11 here, right? So for all of those numbers, I have already have the videos in there, so you can check that out, right? So for, I'll do number 3 since number 2 already has a video. So for this one, we need to think of what multiplies to get 6 and adds to get -7. Right? So multiplies to get 6 and adds to get -7. I'm going to insert an equation. I'm going to say, okay, I need W plus or minus something. So multiplies to get 6, that would be either 2 and 3 or 6 and 1. And I'm thinking, okay, 6 and 1, that gets me to 7. So I need 6, 6 and 1. And since I need -7, I'm going to do -1 and -6, because -6 and -1, that makes +6. -6 plus -1 gives me -7. So again, I'm going to do the opposites here, which is +6 and +1. And product means multiply. So product meaning multiply, I'm going to do 6 times 1, and my green box answer would be 6, like that. Now look at my green box answers here, and I see 6. So I'm going to go ahead and cross that one out. That one is done. Okay. So you need to complete this assignment in order to get your points for today. This is the assignment that you need to complete. So you have either 12, 9, or 6, depending on what level you're at. But don't forget that you can do the ones that have links on them. So basically, we've already done 2, and then there are 4 video ones. So that's 6 right there. So if you are star, you can follow the video ones. And then if you're on track, you're going to work through the rest of them. Are there any questions before we jump off today? Any questions at all? You guys are doing a great job, and I can see you typing on your document. So I'm glad to see that as well. Good question, do we show work? If you want to show it on paper, you're more than welcome to, or you're more than welcome to type it the way that I have been typing it here. So you have to show some kind of thinking, but you can either type it or you can show it on paper. Either way. Good question. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I think we're getting everybody back here from our breakout rooms. Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Hopefully that was super helpful for you. Sorry if I cut you off. I know that was like just, you know, as much time as we have today. Hello, hello. So if you need any more support, please feel free to reach out. I am really excited. I hope that you had a really good time in your breakout rooms. If you could please message me a 1 if your breakout room went terrible, all the way up to a 5 if your breakout room went great. Just go ahead and privately message me that. Awesome. Ooh, lots of 5s. Wow, I'm impressed. 100, amazing. 10,000. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome. All right, I'm going to go ahead and open up these breakout rooms one more time. If you want to go back to the breakout room, you can work on your own in those breakout rooms. That is awesome. Otherwise, you are gonna have a great day. I'm so glad Peyton was awesome. A shout out. If you're by yourself, great. I hope it was super successful for you. Otherwise, this is the end of our class today, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Don't forget to submit. Don't forget to submit. Bye, y'all. Bye, bye. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone.